Alright, what is going on everybody? Kraku here, back with another combination door lock update video. So, in this episode, I have uh, tweaked our system that we have over here, this one, for clicking the same button twice to get two different digits in your combination door lock. And I've made it to where, let me just reset it really quick. There we go. I've made it to where we have one digit that you can click twice, another digit you can click, but this time you have to click this one, then this one again in order for it to open, okay? So just to show you that it works, let's start by clicking this one over here. Our snore latch doesn't turn on, nothing happens, right? We click this first one turns on. Well, then if we click this one again, that one doesn't turn on, nothing happens. But after we've clicked that one on, we can click this one and it turns on. Notice that the door over there is still closed. And then we come back, we click this third one, that one turns on and the door opens. All right. So this is going to be the system we're going to be working towards today. So let's go ahead and hop in the other world and we'll go ahead and get started with it. All right. So we're going to go ahead, start. I'm going to give a little bit more room. Start by building our first input, then we'll build a second one. Just give it a little bit of room. I don't know exactly how much room you need to make, maximum efficiently compact, but it doesn't really matter. Buttons on them. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to start off in the same way. Okay, so we're going to bring this out a couple, and um, let's say this is the digit we want to click twice. Well, if our other digit is over here, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put the comparator facing the opposite direction, make sure it's clicked, facing the opposite direction as the other button. Okay, so face it the other way. All right, and into that. Oh, wrong thing. There we go. All right, make sure we have a repeater here. And then we can build our first RS NOR latch. All right, torch into repeater, into redstone, block, torch on it. If nothing else, you'll get really good at building RS NOR latches watching these. All right, bring up the repeater a little, or the output a little bit. Now I'm going to bring this one out to the exact same length so it's lined up directly with the other RS NOR latch. And again, this isn't necessary, but it'll make things maybe a little bit easier. Oh, don't want to click that. There we go. Bring out this output a little bit. All right, and then we'll go ahead and build our third RS NOR latch coming out of this line right here. All right. Oh, whoa, I don't know what I'm doing. All right, there we go. Into that. Perfect. So we have 3 RS NOR latches to begin. Now, where do I want to start? I built this a little bit too close. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and we'll bring this one out, then put it into the comparator, and then bring it out 1, 2 into the other RS NOR latch. There we go. So this is going to be the room we need. All right, build our RS NOR latch again. Perfect. So then what we're going to do is into this comparator, again, bring 3 redstone repeaters, fully clicked, okay? The difference here is instead of connecting this one over and around to that one, we're actually going to need to connect this one over and around. So let's go ahead and bring this output over here. We'll bring a repeater, then we'll do this, and we'll just kind of build over this other line, okay? Just build right over there. Bring it up and over and into there. Perfect. There we go. That's our first step. All right. Now the next step is we're going to want, instead of, again, from going from this first output block over to this one, we're actually going to go from this one in this direction to the other one. So that is the ordering line that I talked about in the last episode. Now this one, in the past, we did 1 repeater and then we just kind of threw redstone down, but as you can see by this line, you'll either need to make this line fully repeaters or make this line fully repeaters. And the reason for that is you don't want these 2 lines to cross. They're 2 different lines. I found it easier to do this one as full repeaters. All right, bring repeaters into there. Okay. Now, from this one, we're going to break out and we're going to build down, and then we'll kind of Sorry, built down a little too much. We'll extend it one out, then we'll build down. We'll build down one more just so we can go underground, okay? So this is kind of the line we're building in. Okay, this one around here. So the goal is to get a repeater onto there. So from there, we'll extend it out, go down, and then go down one more, match these two lines up. There we go. So now you can see we have from this repeater, we can bring redstone line, and just because this is kind of a long line, I'll just throw a repeater right there, make sure the current gets all the way, and bring this up, and it flows into the other one, okay? So we're actually already almost done. This is not an extremely complicated system, okay? And after I finish going through it, I'll kind of explain what each part does and how it works. But hopefully by this time, after all the update videos, you can start to tell kind of what's going on and what the different pieces mean. All right, so from this middle RS NOR latch, we're going to bring this one out, throw down a repeater, and just build it into an inverter, right? Just a block with a torch on it. From there, we're going to go repeater, comparator, clicked on, repeater, comparator, clicked on, okay? And then we're going to want to into this repeater, or into this comparator, from this direction, throw in a repeater, other direction, throw in another repeater to the top one, all right? From the output of this RS NOR latch, you can see this output goes in three different directions. It goes this way, it goes up, and it goes to the right. All right, so this is a very important one. And I'll explain why each different part goes in a minute. And then from this far left RS NOR latch, we're going to bring that line up to the very top comparator repeater. Okay, there we go. And then we can bring a line out. We can throw down something like a door as our output. All right, and let's just test to make sure it works. So in order to make sure it works, you click this first one, make sure it doesn't work. Then you click this one, works. Click this one again, doesn't work. Then you go to this other one, and it works. Finally, you come back to this one, it works, door opens. All right. So perfect. That's our setup complete. So if all you wanted was the design, there you go. And now for the next little bit, I'm going to hop into what each different part does and how it actually works. So I'm going to start by resetting it really quick. All right. Now, as you probably know, hopefully know from just the 2-digit one that we had earlier, this comparator means that while this signal is running, the signal's not going to go to this other RS NOR latch, all right? So this one's essentially cut off until this signal gets cut. So this RS NOR latch is going to flip. And as you can see, the um, kind of the ordering line, I guess that's what we're calling it, the ordering line goes from this RS NOR latch to this RS NOR latch. And that's what makes it to where we don't click this one, then this one. There's actually two parts that mean that, but this is one of the reasons we go this one, then that one, then that one. Okay, so the ordering line comes to here, and then the ordering line goes from this one back to the other RS NOR latch for this first input, okay? So that's the ordering line. Then the second thing, if you remember from our other design, we had this signal from the one RS NOR latch that came in, and that's what was powering this comparator. So once this first one was cut off, the signal would go this way and you could do the second one. Well, we're doing the exact same thing, but the output, instead of coming from the other RS NOR latch in the same digit, it comes from the other digit. So what that means is that if you just keep clicking this one over and over, this signal is still there. So this RS NOR latch is still cut off. Until you power this one, you're not going to be able to power that one. And you're not able to power this one until you power this one, as we know from the ordering line. Okay? So that's really important. And I will say one flaw with how compact I have this design, what I would highly recommend is this line right here. This entire, if you were to just draw a line down this, move everything on that side of it left a couple blocks. And the reason for that is if you want to get a reset line in here, you're going to need to throw a repeater into there. And as you can see, it's powered from that, which is no good. So if you want to actually implement this, I would move this out so it's not quite as squished together. And that's just so you can have a reset line. But then up here, all we have is our double AND gate system that we've had up here. It's the exact same system as this one. It's just coming from two different directions instead of both coming from the right. So I'll quickly explain how that works. So this one we invert it so that when it's off, no signal goes through, which means when it's on, there's going to be a signal going through, but the signal's not going to pass through this comparator until this signal's off. And this signal off means this RS NOR latch, this input on. So this one off, this one on means power is going to go through this comparator into this repeater, into this comparator. But it can't move through this comparator till this one is off. And this having no signal means this RS NOR latch being on. So once all three of them are on, this one being inverted means that the power is going to go through this one, into this one, through that one, into our output. So that is the basic design of having one digit, then another, and then the first one again. So again, like always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, comment, and I can go into a little bit more detail and explain exactly what's going on. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.